Hi everybody, this is Steve from altBricks, and I wanted to show you one of our latest products. This is our gray architecture elements bag. Before we used to sell some of these elements individually, and we think that it might be better if we sell them in groups, so that if you're interested in building a building of some sort, it's probably better to have several of each of the different elements in the same color than having to buy, a bag of 50 or 70 or 100 of one element and not be able to try multiple ones. So we're trying something new here. So this is what the bag looks like when you get it. There are 75 elements in it. Let's have a look at each one. So the first one is one of my favorite elements. This is the 1x3x2 girder, and there's 12 of them, as you can see. I really like these elements because I'm a train guy, and these are great for building industrial stuff. I have another product, the girder bridge, which the bridge is mostly made up of these pieces. And I'm really excited that we have them both in dark gray and gray, but this kit is the gray kit. So we have 12 of these. Let's scoot them over there. And then we have a smaller version of that, 12 of these. These are 1x2x2s, kind of like the small windows. Really like them. Again, great for industrial design and girder work. And we'll build something with them just briefly in a sec. Let's just go ahead and get out all the elements so you can see from the set. So these are the girder elements, and then the next one would be the colonnade elements. Let's go ahead and slide those out so you can have a look at those. And these colonnade elements are a little more ornamental. And in the past I was just selling these in tan, but now I have them in gray as well. Again, good for fencing along buildings. If you were doing balconies on a building, that'd be really good. I think all of these also work really good in micro scale architecture for columns of buildings, micro buildings. Oh, right, so there's 15 of these. Let's go ahead and scoot them over here. And speaking of columns, let's drag those out. So we used to just sell these in tan and white, but now we have them in gray as well. Again, great for architecture. And let me show you a little bit closer up. This guy has a fluting on 3 sides, and then on the 4th side it looks like a window. So these are multi-use. You can use them as columns or as tall narrow windows with a little arch on the top. Again, 20 of these. Put them over here. And then last but not least, we have the 1x1x1 with studs on the side. Now these differ from Lego brick in that the Lego bricks have studs on one side, studs on opposite sides, and studs on all 4 sides, but not studs on just the adjacent sides. So on these 2 sides there's no studs, and on these there are. So that's a great element for building snot work on the corners of buildings. So that's really exciting. So let's go ahead and just put a couple of these together to show you the clutch power. They snap on and off really well. They're pretty strong in terms of clutch power. You could build all kinds of funky things, I suppose, with these, like this. You can build up walls like that. You could build just straight columns, which I like to do, and you can put them next to each other, or just use them for uprights. If you were going to do an elevated train trestle or a train line, you need a lot of uprights, and these are very distinctive and look a lot like the elevated trains in cities. The components that hold them up. These guys look really nice next to each other. Like we mentioned, as a fence, if you cap them off with a tile, that would be really nice. And they've got some scroll work on the bottom, so it gives you a little bit of some accents. And of course you can gang these up where the flutes are matching and stand them up like that on either side of a window. You know, or heck, you can even grab these, do something like this. Yeah. Or you can even go ahead and flip them around, which gives you a whole other look, right? If you have multiple columns standing upright like this with these windows, that's kind of a cool look also. Can you see them? Yeah, oh there you are, okay, great. So yeah, all kinds of uses of these bricks. Oh, and let's go ahead and have a look. So there's a regular new gray or blay or whatever you want to call it color, and if we, you know, we can stack them on there. You can see there's a pretty good color match there, and again the clutch power is really good, so that's nice. And that's about it. So the bag of 75 parts. That's everything you see here. Again, 12 large and 12 small girders. 15 colonnades, 20 columns, and 16 1x1s with adjacent studs for a total of 75 bricks for 10 bucks. Pretty good deal. So drop on by, pick up a bag, and happy building. And if you do end up picking these up and building something cool, please send me a photo. I love to build a gallery of this stuff. I know that some of the new builders are a little timid about building their own mocks with bricks that they haven't seen yet, but it's a great way to get the word out is actually by building with them. So thanks again, and we'll talk to you later.